what you looking at? I got a TKO on wherever the pool is at. What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? Got two Tulies of my own, I don't need the back.
Hold up, no sir. Step into the mic, bring me closer. Sabotage back in the lab, and to stop that, you gonna have to go through both. That's swole up. Anytime I pull up the bars, I buck up my shoulders and pour the heart. Word to God, my gears push to start a feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand. I got some sins in one palm of my hand. Balls are right rigid and bodies get numb every time I demonstrate the main rule of thumb.
Yo, what's happening? What's up? What's popping? It's your boy TKO. And I'm back, baby. That's right. It's Monday night. And you with the king of Monday night, that is, when it comes to the B-Fan 109.6. And I love this radio station. It's the best in the land. Baby, it's best worldwide, baby. Because we are so close. Oh, so close. Just like I said a year ago, time and time again, I love saying it. Because we keep growing. But we almost at 350,000. Ladies and gentlemen, you should be proud of yourselves. Let's go ahead and give y'all beautiful selves a round of applause. That's right. I want to thank you guys and ladies for joining in. For the ones that know and the ones that is the first time you heard it, this is the notorious one, the biggest one. Your mama likes him and all that, not to mention the handsome one. And still, your gals, junior heavyweight champion, TKO. And we're here live, baby, in the TKO lair for another great episode of the Knockout Hour. That's right. For all you guys and ladies that tune in every single week, I like to call y'all the crazy knockouts and knockheads. Let's hear y'all loud and proud in the chat. Let's see where y'all at tonight. Let's do a roll call. Amanda, where you at, girl? I know you out there. And that was, yeah, I did call. We talk about it in a minute. But talking to DC. But so Amanda, what's up, girl? Where you at? And then where my man Walter at? Walter, I know you out there, baby. I appreciate you as well as Brian, Craig, and the rest of the United States 86 Airlift Wing that tunes in every single Monday night. We want to say thank you. And hopefully Brian accomplished his mission as he always do, because he's a bad man in that jet. I like to call him Flying Brian, that is. There we go. Here's some. Hey, thank you as always. My man Walter, how you doing, brother? Hey, by the way, we're going to talk about a lot of wrestling this evening. I know you're ready for that, because I love your opinions, and I like to get yours on some of these things that's going on in the independent wrestling scene as well as the WWE. But guys and ladies, for all you tuning in, we like to talk about here on this Knockout Hour, on this show, the topic that we really like to stress is combat sports. Me, myself, I'm a professional wrestler. Been wrestling now 7 years in the independent wrestling scene. I'm also a proud business owner of Icon Pro Wrestling LLC. Been running this company for 5 years. That's right, 5 of them things. And in these 5 years, one thing you can say about me and my company, it is 5 letters, 1 word. Hit me, DC. One time for me tonight. Give it to me. Where we at? That's right, baby. That's right. TKO running a wrestling company. But no, it's not always about the head. It's about the money. That mean green. But no, yes, sir, and ladies, it's most importantly what you do with the money. And that's always with Icon Pro. We try to make sure we look out for the little icons out there in the world that want to be a wrestler one day, is aspiring to live their dream and their passion and do what their wildest dreams could imagine, like myself being a business owner, being a professional wrestler. We're doing this fundraising event for Cummins High School's Athletic Boosters Club. So the most important thing in combat sports, ladies and gentlemen, is of course, the money, the glitz, the glamour, the gold, and everything that comes with it. Because in this fight world that we live in, me, myself, you know what I mean? It's tough out there. To go in there and sacrifice your body in order to put on and entertain for folks. It's an honor and a pleasure, first and foremost. I, myself, and a lot of other performers, we like to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, every single time that we step into our arenas and our house, if you would say. that you're a welcome guest. Heck, you're not even guests. We family. Because for what we do in that ring, and you guys that constantly getting those cards every single time we perform, I'd like to give a shout out to Susan and to Shay and their families, Harper, Kenzie, all of those guys, Trey. Y'all always show up and show out for me, just like you're gonna show up this Saturday. That's family. You know what I mean? And that's what we love. That's one thing I love the most about this business. That's what I love about this podcast every single week is that I get to be here with my family. That's one thing I can stress. You can call me Don Toretto today. Family. But it's always about family here. Guys and ladies, I stress that because in this professional wrestling game, we entertain you guys. And it's reciprocal. Because we find it too that where you guys, ladies, that the fans, y'all sit there and y'all tickle us from time to time. All because of the little things y'all say y'all don't think you hear. We're very conscious because we want to know what we can do to take this show to the next level. What can that kid right there in that front row be inspired to think when he gets there one day? And that's why with this show at Cummins High School, we get to live that dream with you guys. Because being involved where we get a chance to be able to have a wrestling show, especially for me, in my own neighborhood, my own backyard, that means everything to me. Everything. A little late, but I'm here and still your beating up pilot champion, Craig, my man Craig. Hey, let's say it a little bit louder. And still, your beating up pilot champion, Craig in the building, ladies and gentlemen, for me, United States Air Left Wing. Shout out to you, Craig, man. Appreciate you for joining the show. How many we got out there listening tonight? And how my man Brian doing? All jokes aside, brother, how's he doing? Is he all right? Of course he's all right. He's in the United States Air Force. I mean, why am I saying that? But no, man, seriously. Man, thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys and ladies. Thank y'all for everything that y'all do for this country. And for sure, update me on Brian, man, too. What's going on with Brian? But I know that being able to do this show, my direction with this company has changed so much. It started where I wanted to prove at first that I can run a company. I know these people. I know that I can get anybody to be in my company, my show. It was all about me. And that's when I had a lot going on in my life and couldn't put it all together. But yeah, Craig right here writes, he says, I'm going to chop that up and send it to Brian. We have 3 here. We are definitely on mission right now. Pretty hot over here in the straight right now. Thank you for updating us to let us know. And guys and ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be praying for y'all. I really am, because I'm a firm believer in Christ, and I do believe that you guys need it more than ever, because I know you guys are doing the same. You know what I mean? Here at the Knockout Out, we love y'all. Please sit there and do whatever it takes to get back home. I know that you guys and ladies are going to definitely defend what all means necessary. Ladies and gentlemen, they need y'all prayers. So y'all just make sure y'all say a prayer for the 96 LS Wing, as well as everybody else over there serving the United States Air Force in our country. We're with you guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. We love y'all for sure. And keep it up, you know what I mean? You're gonna have some guys and ladies gonna join the Air Force one of these days too. I wish I could have joined. My mama wouldn't let me. But anyway, the good news is he is much better pilot than wrestler. As he should be. As he should. That's what he gets paid to do. So I like you, Craig. Appreciate you. I will hope the same too, especially if he's flying a plane for our country. I thank you, Brian, for being. Hey, leave the wrestling up to me and Craig. All right. Great. Next time he challenges you, just say, "Hey, man, you stay over there. You good." Shout out to y'all, man. I love you guys, bro. Y'all funny. I really do be looking forward to this show every single week because of that. But yeah, being able to do this show is an honor and a pleasure. And I just want everybody to know that that on August the 8th, Icon Pro will have its 11th show. For me as an owner, that'd be my 5th year running wrestling shows as an owner of my own company. All right, let's give me up for that. Let's give it up for this flyer. This beautiful flyer right here. By the way, if you ever want a real professional wrestling flyer to look just as beautiful as this, then hit up my man Buddy Flowers. He's the guy. Uh, he's the white gentleman, very close to the left, with the beautiful smile. Okay, right here, Craig says, "Can you look deeply into the screen and tell them to give up, please?" Yes, I'm about to do that for sure. Hey, but if you love this flyer right here, please hit up Buddy Flowers. But the information for the show, it's going down at 2200 North Church Street. North Mevin Street, excuse me, in Burlington, North Carolina, 27217. Doors open up at 6. Bell time is 6:30. Right here is the show for Quest for Gold. It's going down to Cummins High School. Everybody knows when it comes down to Alamance County, this is one of the most notorious schools. The names echoes throughout North Carolina, and it seems like they're back on track to being the same bad mamma jammas that they are to be. And we just wanted to be able to be a part of that. And so we're having our second round of the Quest for Gold. The general admission tickets, very simple, guys. It's $10. $10 get you in the building. If you want front row seats, we still got some remaining. It's $25. And then you can also do a group package where if you got a family of 3 or more, just let us know, and we'll cut your deal. We get you in the door for $30. Let's think about this. If you got 6 people in the family, talk to us. We cut you a deal. All right. We just want to make sure that you don't want to miss out on a great time and be able to enjoy the great pleasure of Icon Pro, being able to work with the great high school and administrative staff and everybody at Cummins High School and the athletic department. I think we know there's going to be an amazing event. You don't want to miss it. If you guys and ladies want to donate, please just hit up the email, as well as you can go to our website that's located on here. That's iconpro.square.site. You can go on there, hit us up on an email or donate if you like. We're going to have a donate section on there. And 30% of the proceeds of the door, all tickets as well as all concessions are going to the athletic department. So I think this is a beautiful thing to make sure that we look out for our youth as they get ready for this upcoming year in this athletic season. Let's see if we can look out. I know that their track team they won another state championship. It just year after year after year after year. And so, hey, we want to be associated with that too as well, right? I always want to be with the winners because we are winners, and that's what we do. Now, hey, Iran, check us out. Big guy here, TKO. Look, man, I need to chill out. I know y'all listening to me. This is worldwide, all right? Look here. Look, we got to open the straight because this is ridiculous. You need to stop the violence. You need to give it up. We're not going to stop. We're relentless. Don't be playing this all throughout Iran, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, bounty on him. But but no, look, in all seriousness, look, let's stop the tomfoolery, guys. Nobody wants this to escalate farther than where it's already been. Too many lives have been lost already. Let's end the tomfoolery. Let's cut this out, and let's bring our ladies and gentlemen back on to be with their families. And this is right here, though. I was talking about asking the pilots trying to take my belt, but that too. You're right. I get to them next. But I want them to know, for all you people out there that's wishing bad upon the United States, shame on you. Why would you want to wish bad on us? We don't want to bother you guys. We think it's ridiculous too. But we ain't, guys. Look, give it up. Iran, cut it out. We're done with this. Now, so sit there and give an opportunity to somebody tonight. We're back here at the hip hop moment. And we're going ahead and going to bust out a new song tonight. We got a new artist tonight. Now, I'm just a country boy, and I suck at pronouncing names. Everybody know this. It's like I'm notorious for messing somebody's name up. Do you got to understand that the things that I have to do sometimes in the line, the sales, the marketing, how many times I mess people's names up is ridiculous. However, I'd say at least try it and ask for grace and then be able to get corrected and figure it out. Like, All right, anyway, we got a new artist tonight, and it's by Polo, number number 82. Am I saying it right? Polo number 82. Let me know, DC. Say, give me a thumbs up if I'm saying it right.
Polo number 2.
Got you. Okay, I'm making sure. I thought it was together. See, ladies and gentlemen, it's how they. All right. Anyway, Polo number 2, and he got a song tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it, and let's get it.
Let's get it on. My baby shaking ass, that shit busting out her thumb. Let's get it on. I'm live inside the function. I'm in my thumb. A 10 ball inside my pocket. I ain't needing me no long. Let's get it on. Let's get it going in this bitch. Grab your ankles. I don't wanna see no hands sitting on here. My army brother, he got pissed when I called the Mac a quick. Either way, it's 30 in it, baby. Thought it was my dick all on. The way she strutting, I know she bring a bag in. Everything you had before this bad is past tense. Goofy ass city rich, but can't eat flat 10. Baby, put some arch into that shit and make your back bend. I got the homie for your fat friend. Make you take dick to the head like it's a cat skin. Every time I do my dance, they say I'm that man. I'm top shelf gas, baby girl, the mother's trash can. Yeah, baby, put it in my hand. If you do it right, you might could be a little than a fan. I got lean inside my cup, I hope you didn't think it's crayon. I can't fuck with a bitch that ain't getting to the bed. I can't fuck with a bitch for the longevity. Like every time you hit me, I pull up, dropping dick heavily. I hit her like 2 days ago, she screaming out about celibacy. Bent over, shaking, that's all on me, giving tips.
Yeah, okay, let's get it on. I'm looking thick up in these jeans, ashes busting out the thong. I like bad bitches, girl, come take that ass. I know you hear this song. I only fuck with money getters, that's why we don't get along. Let's get it on. Nah, we don't want no hands sitting on his. And when I throw it back, I better feel my cheeks against that dick. And if you throw a couple stacks, I'm taking more than just a tick. I'm take these clothes off, I got water, trying to see you skinny dip. Let's get it on. The way I look, you know I bring a bag in. And I don't do deposits, need the upfront and the back. You better triple up that price if you want me to bring my girlfriend. Yeah, too much talking, get to socking, gotta make you correct, man. Niggas pillow talking, signing NDA. Bitches be so bothered when I flex, I put it in they face. Yeah, bitches keep on popping till I come through, put them in they place. I don't fuck with none of these bitches, they so crusty, kinda like they lace. Oh, was that too much off that casa? I'm a eater, but I turn your nigga too much. I pull up on him, take him through there. For my nigga, I'm a slut. I cut this song off, then I tell him X peeling my butt, let's get it on.
My baby shaking ass, that shit busting out her thumb. Let's get it on. I'm live inside the function, push your bitch, I'm in my zone. A 10 ball inside my pocket, I ain't needing me no long. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I like that. Hey, I can hear that in like certain clubs, gentlemen clubs. That right there probably take it to the next level right there. Yeah, I used to have a life. Them college days used to be something, boy. That right there would have turned the whole building to a whole nother level. I like that. All right, bet. So everybody out there, if you like that, enjoy that. Cause that right there, I promise you. I may have to put that on my workout playlist. I ain't gonna lie. That right there, beat one hard. Lyrics. Whew. I put like this. I'll talk about that part. But let's make sure we make it sure everybody knows where to hear that song. Because that right there is a banger. I think you girls and ladies will definitely like that. And especially the fellas, I think they're gonna play that for the ladies. So if you like that for that summertime beat, that's definitely stripper track. I'll throw a few dollars at Brad. He's not smiling. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That definitely is one of those vibes. I mean, hey, take it to that level. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's there though. Hey, that's what the money is for that song. But if you like that and love that, guys, I know y'all looking for those summertime hits. That's another one right there. Y'all want to probably play out there in them beaches, you know, the top down. But that right there is Polo number 2. Let's get it. I like that. And if you like it, love it, go ahead and make sure you get to all his social media platforms. Make sure you go ahead and show love and support. Make sure you know that we representing and make sure we get this man to the top. But if you guys and ladies are looking for the same opportunity here on this show, just like Polo number 2. We done had so many different artists over the past couple weeks, and we just want to give them the biggest shout outs because, again, like Jamal Nash, another great artist, up and coming artist that's looking for, again, another opportunity. If you guys are looking to get y'all songs played, just like your boy, Polo number 2, hit me up. The email is iconprowrestling.tko@gmail.com. That's iconprowrestling.tko. Or there we go. Icon Pro Wrestling LLC too at gmail.com as well. All right. So you guys and ladies, you want to get that music spun on this show, hit me up. See how it works over here. We're cooking. So I'm gonna be honest, wasn't a lot going on this past weekend in the combat world except wrestling. And that's good because now I get to get stuff out of my chest. If I'm gonna seem like it's that show that I'm talking kind of like crazy, I won't say crazy. Everybody got perspectives, right? So let's do that. Or in the words of Polo number 2, let's get it. But before we do that, give a huge shout out to Monster Energy Drink. Thank you, Monster Energy Drink, for being a proud sponsor of the Knockout Hour. We want to say thank you for letting us have that opportunity to be a part and associate with you guys because when it comes down to looking for that fight performance that I'm looking for when I step into that ring, I'm looking for a Monster Energy Drink. And so if you guys and ladies looking for the same thing, when you ready to sit there and fight your day and ready to unleash the beast, make sure you get you a Monster Energy Drink. You can get it from any of your local convenience stores, grocery shops, anywhere you can find them. Shoot, go online, look them up, Monster Energy Drink. They got so many other things on their platforms. But we want to say for the Knockout Hour, thank you, Monster. Appreciate you. So, hey man, put me on a national commercial, man. Come on. Come on. You know you can't resist this face. You can't resist this smile. Come on. Monster, come on. Let's talk, baby. Come on. I need y'all to sit down with your boy. Get this money. All right. So I'm always about that. Come on. So I would say something that stuck out to me though, like recently what happened and transpired with Conor McGregor. Now I ain't saying things about Conor to gloat and to make fun of this man. I ain't that type of guy on camera. Because I gotta be honest. A lot of things that we say in our circles of friends and coworkers and associates, you tentatively kind of just be respectful. I try to be. Because I try to learn as a individual, people opinion matters. As it should, right? If you're talking, you want to be heard. So I think it's important that we realize when someone is speaking, we got to be able to uh, be objective with our thoughts. And I'll be the same on the show. Because I do believe somebody like, let's say, with Conor McGregor, I believe as a human being, I do not know this man from a can of paint. Never met him a day in my life. So I can't sit here and make this huge assumption about somebody I don't know. I'm not that type of person. A thing that's the most important thing that people use in your life more than you use it is your name. The one thing that when you leave this earth is your name. That's all you have. And people tell stories and legends and tales that goes through time and history. Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, anything you could think. I mean, there's a lot. As we look at our history, King Tut, King Tutu Shaman, like all this stuff. So King Mansa Musa with so many names. The legends, the fables, the tales, because we know like this. It's like telephone today. You couldn't even sit in a group of 10 people and let it go around and be the same thing, right? So that's the same thing like with your name. And I think that some people do not realize no matter the dollar value or who you think you are, that still says the character of an individual. Because it don't matter if you strip away the money, you keep it. It's still the character and the integrity of an individual that really matters the most to me, right? So when I look at someone like Conor McGregor in his recent fight, do I think he would be dishonest to number one, the company that he was hiring him for that match? Absolutely. I think that man was not being honest. And I think when you have a relationship like that, when there is fans and people that paid good money to see there, to be there to support you. I think that means a lot that you got to be more forthcoming and upright to people, because in the entertainment world, I think it's a problem where we take these fans for granted. You know, especially like an organization like UFC, at times, individuals will forget that. I can't say the company is always making the mistake, because again, they're always going to get the blame, and it always starts with the company. So I think it's contracted athletes or contracted individuals with the negotiations that they have, that you need to be more honest and forthcoming on both sides to the people. Because once people feel like they got robbed and stolen for, they're not coming back. You can say that about any restaurant or fine dining establishment. Let's say somebody messed up your order, and before they got to that table, they knew that that plate of food that they had sitting in the back was cold, and then they brought it to your table. And then when your reaction, you snap, you get mad. Why? Because you hungry. You done spent time in here. You done probably spent some money. You feel like you got robbed of an experience. Now, as a fan, customer, and they have every right and stuff. What if they kicked you out? You can't come back here. That happened to me, by the way. Trust me, I can talk about that story you want to. It's funny. If you want to, somebody say, heck yeah, let's do it. But it was my wife's birthday too. That's what made me even more mad. And I about beat somebody up at a restaurant one day. Yeah, I may have to tell that story. But oh yeah, I better tell that story. I think that's the one. Let's do that in a minute. But I think that Connor, um, he went in there with a game face. You know, once I seen just the visual look at him once he got off that bus, I knew it was a face of indifference, right? It was a face of, for one, worry and concern. I really think that was the first time I kind of seen a look on his face like that. But at the same time, chest high, shoulders up, you know, everything's everything. I think he was probably most stoic of it all that night. Then his entrance, not so much as it used to be. Less fire, less intensity. I think that was a little bit of a switch up. All that being said, do I think that that man went in there knowing that he wasn't at his top um, abilities, and he wasn't at a point he can really be in a competitive state? Did he go in there and compete for the purpose of what he did, and that's to fulfill their contract obligations? Absolutely, I believe he did that. And I think that's a problem in this business. This man needs to realize that um, the next fight that he said he's scheduled for, I think the MCL or towards ACL and his meniscus. I think that we all, as fans, need to be able to have the same feeling that he has, and let's put it into this chapter of his career. It's almost like wrestling. It's like Undertaker, right? When Undertaker slowed down at the end and he had that last match, even though it was the Barnyard match, I think everybody internally was at peace with that, because we was asking for that years before that. And it wasn't because we don't love the Undertaker. We did it because his better days was behind him. And I think the same for Connor. I think he's trying to keep up the bad boy image, and he's a man's man and all that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think Barato and all that, he knows the cameras on him. But I do also believe that he knows what he did that night. And I feel like the American people, and I think people worldwide that are fans of him, as well as UFC, and also the fans of Max Holloway, have been robbed that evening. And I think it's a travesty that happened. I really do. And I think that, that's one thing I just wanted to state. So, Connor, you know, for you, my man, I really hope that you do be able to heal. I don't wish nothing bad upon you or anything that you do, but I also wish you heal up so you go out there in that one last match. And let's put an end to this career the right way. And that's one way or the other. We're going to get to an ultimate decision.
I just wonder, Teddy, how you feel about Conor McGregor asking for the decision to be reversed to no contest.
For me, I believe that that is no. I don't think it should happen. I think the no contest could have played into it if the fight was like, let's say, if he didn't go in there knowing that he, as we all seen, I think no, he tried to compete, and that should be the decision. I think they should stick with that. I think if it was on a different circumstance, let's say they was engaging, and it seemed that we actually had a real connection going on in that, then yeah, I would believe that we could probably say no contest. It would have went maybe less than 2.5. But no, the way he went out there, no, I think that they didn't stick with that decision. I think they made the best call for for that decision. And plus, too, Max Holloway. We got to think about that. How is it fair that Max gets a no contest at this? And I'm gonna point out something too to go along with that, DC. Mark Hunt knew, and the UFC knew that Brock Lesnar was on steroids, and still let him fight, and still let him beat Mark Hunt and collect the money off of him cheating. So the UFC have been known to be able to, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's say that too, D. See, let's say that. Let's say I would not be surprised if they decided that, hey, we're gonna go ahead and make this no decision because Conor wasn't unable to compete. Watch. I think that's the way you can look at it. But from my perspective as a fighting fan, no, I think that there should be no contest because you willfully knew what you were doing. And yeah, I think that's the part that you went in there just to collect the bag. That was it. You secured your bag by stepping into that ring. I think that was wrong. All right, so appreciate that, DC, because that was insightful. I do think that people need to know that he is, everybody that don't know, is trying to see if he can get the decision reversed to no contest because of his injury. And that's up for you guys. If you guys believe he should or shouldn't, let's talk about it. Throw it in the chat, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk a little, moment, a second or two about it. I wouldn't mind. Let's do that. But in the meantime, let's talk about some wrestling. All right, let's talk about some wrestling. Talk about some wrestling. So for me, the big one, the Taurus one, got a match this weekend, and it's going down, baby. It's going down. I got to wrestle at Gouge, where I am one of the champions of the company, and I'm gonna say this: when it comes to Gouge, you might as well call it the TKO show, baby, because it's all about me. You know why is that, ladies and gentlemen? You know why I'm so confident in saying that? Because they show me that love, y'all. They do. I want to thank every single one of y'all, Gals Championship. I mean, Gals Pro Wrestling, because y'all gave me a chance to be able to get in that ring and earn you guys' love and respect. And I appreciate y'all so much because through all my years of wrestling, all I ever wanted to be was a champion. I just wanted to be a champion one time. I remember when I was told by the promoter, in a nice way, it wasn't nothing rude, that he ain't had no plan for me. I was just another guy on the show. And I've been on that for so many different promotions. And I never asked for a title opportunity. Maybe once, one time. One time I asked. And that was early in my career. And I understood why I never asked again. I felt like if I earned it, then it would be given to me. And that's what happened. 3 years of working at Gouge. It went from a couple people chanting my name, a couple people believing in me. Hey, that was a good match, man. I enjoy you. To a year later, you start to slowly hear that TKO, TKO. Start to hear it. And it grows louder and louder and louder until the promoter said I got no choice but to change it up because they want you. I didn't even have a plan for you, but now I got to give the people what they want. You know, I always fought hard in everything that I do. In the classroom, fought hard. Sports, I wasn't always the best, but I busted my tail. And just like I do in wrestling and everything in my life. When they gave me that championship opportunity, I lost. And I lost and I lost and I lost for so many time and time again. Do y'all understand how it feels to know that someone is not as better than you is walking away with that championship and that's the only thing you ever wanted and they beat you for it? You know how many nights I stayed up, how many tears I shed for moments just to want to be called champion. On May the 5th, that day happened. You know, when I left this city, like when I meant I left, I ran a wrestling show in my high school. I tried to help out back then, and it didn't work as well. Whether I know I tell this story a lot, y'all, but I don't carry so many things in my heart about wrestling. Just my passion I'm talking about because I love this. I love what I do. I love how I looked out at a show I ran and I ain't seen nobody in that crowd. I went backstage and I cried. I cried so hard in front of everybody. I cried because I was so ashamed and I was so embarrassed. And I kept trying to figure out what did I do wrong? Why did nobody love me? Truly love me to say like, why don't they support me? And it dawned on me like, Teddy, you got to expand yourself farther than where you are because to them you're Teddy. So when I took that trip to start going a little bit away from here, I started going to some shows, trying to spread my name. The crowd knew me. The crowd followed me. The crowd loved me. But at home, they didn't. So I realized those days, I said, Teddy, you got to go out more than ever now and do it. You got to be champion now. You got to go find it. Because if you get that title, they believe in you. Nobody just wants to hear somebody say they're a wrestler. They want to believe and see a champion. And I went there to gouge, looking for opportunity, looking for a chance. Where can you use me? I went up there with the Fox, Snooty Fox. I miss you, bro. I miss you. That those crowds are so hot, man. It was on fire. And people don't understand how much I just love looking on that crowd and just seeing the energy from you guys, just seeing y'all faces. It makes me know and makes me believe I'm in the right place in my life. God has blessed me so much. Because like I said, I remember the shows, nobody says my name. And then I remember the shows where everybody in the building is going crazy over me. And so like when they allow me to be champion, they mean in the crowd. Because if I didn't win it from them, I would never be champion today. But y'all stood by me, y'all believed in me, Y'all made them change all their plans that year because y'all gave a chance and y'all allowed me to be y'all champion. And I've never been so more proud of something that I achieved in my life because I worked my butt off for that. I want to thank my family for always sacrificing, for always giving me my chance in this business because they don't have to. They need their father way more than I need wrestling. But I love y'all so much. I love you, Tiana. I love you, Didi. I love you, Mama. I love you, Tiana. I love you, Demaya. I love you, Zaya. I love y'all. I love you, cuz. Because y'all believe in me. And I'm so blessed to know that I have y'all with me to go through this ride, all the ups and downs that we have been through. We've done it together as a team. I love you too, bro. I really do love y'all. This is the reason I sit there and wake up every single day. Because y'all fight hard and I want to fight. I don't get emotional much like outwardly, man. I'm just like I said, I'm just feel so loved, man. I'm sorry. Like I just want people to understand that it isn't about my name. That I want people to always be remembered all the time. I want it to be the stuff I tried to do for everybody out here. You could take everything away from me, and I'm still gonna find a way to get up and keep trying to be a better person and keep trying to help people. And I know what I do at wrestling. I believe I'm always doing the right thing every time I step in that ring. I give y'all everything I got, and I appreciate every single one of y'all that share my posts, that come to my shows, that watch this show, that show my family so much love. I say thank y'all. It's not easy. It's, it's not easy doing this. It's not. Uh, some of the pain I feel every day I wake up, it just remind me one day that like all this is gonna be over, and I just gonna be working a job or running my company and stuff. But the ring, man, I know one day it's gonna be over, and I got so many memories that can live a lifetime for me, and my kids will be able to have a future that I had. I was blessed with a strong mother and a strong family. That this right here, like tonight. I know one day when they're gonna be growing up and they have their kids and all that, they're gonna be showing them this video. They're gonna be looking at my granddaddy did, looking at all that stuff, and I'm like, I'm doing this for y'all. I'm doing this for our name. I'm doing this for the Ireland name. I'm doing this for us, babies. I'm doing this for the knockout hour. I'm doing this for every fan that believes in Icon Pro Wrestling. I believe this for every fan of mine at Gals Pro Wrestling. And everywhere I go, I love y'all and I thank y'all. WWA, I love y'all. Cause I know for me, this business ain't gonna be forever. It's not. But the connections and everything that I am, the man I am today, is because of every single one of you. Because of 350 of y'all tune in to me. I still can't get over that. And I thank y'all. Because I love this. And I know I don't sit there and show it a lot. I always try to be modest and humble. I really do. When y'all see me online and stuff, it's hey, that's me up, right? But behind like during my normal days and stuff, man, when people talk about wrestling to me on the streets and stuff, I'm like, man, don't worry about my life. I'm good. I know y'all see me all the time. How you doing? But let's get into some wrestling talk. More than just my life in wrestling. I know a lot of people out there just, know that this game is never gonna be easy. It never is. And just thank y'all for giving me the opportunity every single Monday to entertain y'all. Just trying to put some smiles on y'all faces. I'm not gonna apologize for what I feel. Because it's the truth. I do believe in me and I believe in y'all. We're gonna make this world a better place because every Monday night we get to have fun together. And that's what I enjoy to do. As well as get to tell you some good old wrestling news for this week. 'Cause like I said, boxing and wrestling don't do too much. So last Monday, let's go to see. Make sure I got my dates right. Let's make sure I got my dates right. Yep. Last Monday. Whew. All right. So we had some stuff went down the past couple of weeks. And let's go ahead and have some conversation about that. Because a lot of stuff is going on. WWE is trying to really beef it up. Hey, yo. Pause. For the 2 nights of SummerSlam they're promoting this year. I think this is the first time they're doing that. And they're doing it in Minnesota, Minneapolis. And the biggest thing that's sticking out is ticket sales. Ticket sales are low. It's projected that they're saying that it's potentially 22,000 spread between both nights so far. Well, 2 nights together, and that's not a good look considering they have a stadium that could hold at least upwards of 75 to 80,000 people. And knowing that those big stadium arenas is really one of those things that in the past with WWE's prices, it always was an affordable ticket to all families and anyone wanting to enjoy the show. To now where things are not the same in WWE right now. It's where the price is really went up. And at a time like right now, not to say it's hard because people going to spend their money how they're going to spend it. I'm just be honest. That's just game is game. That's what I do. People going to spend their money. It just depends on what they want to spend it on. It don't matter if it's $100. It don't matter if it's $10. If they want it, they're going to do it. And the problem is nowadays is when other important things comes along, then you have to make real decisions. And for a lot of folks, that's doing what? Hey, I'm going to have to sit there and pass on that show. So the WWE has changed course and decided to give their tickets at a more affordable price. So we'll project and see if things do change because they do have SummerSlam next Saturday and Sunday night. We know that big marquee match is going to happen. We got Brock Lesnar and Obafemi and a Hell in a Cell, which on this past Saturday night main event, Obafemi was able to let Brock Lesnar know that you're not locked in the cage with. I'm not locked in the cage with Brock Lesnar. You're locked in Hell in a Cell with Obafemi, and I like that. I love the confidence and the not. I hate saying story. I love where WWE sees that these two guys want to and need to and have to come to a decision. Somebody has to be the top dog in this Godzilla of a match. You know what I mean? Like this is the match that we dream of. And I hate using that term too, but we got 2 powerhouses, 2 beasts in the ring. Shout out to Monster. But y'all need to sponsor that match, by the way. And tell them, hey, pay me 10%. I'll give y'all the idea. Hit WWE up for that match and do that. But 10%. I'll tell you my numbers, get my money, and we'll talk. But the thing is, I think that they do a beautiful job of elevating the talent like Oba. They also had this past Saturday a match with Trick Williams going against Laredo Kid, where Laredo Kid is a very young up and coming wrestler that got the spotlight with Trick Williams. Trick Williams, you know what I think is fly about Trick Williams? When you could take a white boy and have him wear a fur coat, white coat, and some white pants and dress like. See, that's what I think is so beautiful about this world with children and us as adults that see the world through different lenses, the way it's supposed to be. That we all need to be able to look at wrestling sometimes and realize that, hey, people will gravitate towards charisma and people they adore because they want to be noticed as well. And that's good. Shout out to all these young kings out here and these young queens out here dressing up as their favorite WWE fans because you know why? They're believing a dream just like I do. And maybe that's their passion, like a Javon Evans. He's so young and up and coming. And yet lately he's been really having a mean streak going on because he's taking some defeat. We feel you, young OG, because we believe you should have been winning those too. I feel you, bro. I feel you. So we'll see where his pathway be and where he may lay coming up in the future. Because I do believe we may see a more intense, more different OG that Giants see before in the WWE, and we'll wait for that to happen. But they also got at the top level people like Bailey, given the opportunity to someone like Elia Valkyria to ultimately possibly take her out of WWE. I can see how Lyra is the new Bailey. It's like the transfer of power, if you want to say. I do believe like Lyra got a long way to go, but she could be able to establish herself like a Bailey and become a crowd, someone that the crowd loves and adores. I like the switch up of what she did on Saturday night's main event. I think her theme music was awesome. She got a nose broke, but she took out Bailey and won and gave her Nightwing on the steps and left her laying. So we're gonna see what happens with Bailey, and if this is the last match or last um rivalry she would have on the way out, then shout out to you, Bailey, because this ain't the end of Bailey in wrestling, it's just the end of her in WWE. It's okay. It's like for you're a fan of WWE, it's like we hate to see you go, but in Bailey place, we would love to see you leave. No, but that girl got some cake. But no, it's more like to say Duncan Hines, little Debbie cake. But but no, it maybe she needs to, go somewhere else and do her thing. Who knows? I mean, just because someone's not in the WWE doesn't mean they're not good, they're not talented, they're not the best. It's never that. Sometimes, greener the grass is greener. Who knows? But maybe she can go out, see what the world has to offer, and then come back one day. You never know. It's never an end for that. She's young. And then you have stories, headline stories that is when it comes down to on Saturday's main event. You had Gunther and Sami Zayn not cohesively working together to try to get an opportunity for a fatal four-way at SummerSlam. They screwed their opportunity and also got screwed over by Nick Aldis, where he messed up the pinfall for Gunther. And now we have just the match we should is Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk, where after the match, Cody Rhodes took his belt. I mean, CM Punk took his belt, that is. It hit Cody Rhodes in the face, which I think is very much intentional because now we're going to have to put some aggression into this kidder class when they go in because it's too much friendliness. If you, it. I get the traditional good guy, and want to be the aggressor, but we really got to start looking at things a little bit different. I don't think Cody nor CM Punk should go heel, but I do believe they need to get away from each other after SummerSlam. I really believe Cody needs to go chase the U.S. title for a while and do that and stay away from the heavyweight title for at least until like after Mania. Give somebody else a chance. Like Trick Williams or something. I don't know. But anyway, and then you have stories like the women's championship with Liv Morgan and Io Sky is really where okay. We can see where Stephanie Valkyrie can possibly come out of SummerSlam. Do I believe EO is going to win? If I had to predict, which I haven't did that, but I would say Liv's going to retain. I don't see right now why they would have to get it off Liv unless she's about to go do a movie or shoot another video. I don't know. but I don't see why they would because Liv would have a lot of story left. They also can move around some talent. So let's say, for instance, they will have now. You got Paige is not any longer in the tag titles because they lost that to Fatal Influence this past Saturday. Shout out to Fatal Influence from going from NXT's women's division to transition to the main roster in a short time and achieving gold against a tag team of Paige and Brie Bella is really amazing at this point right now in their WWE career. So shout out to them. Um, but I would just say that with Stephanie Valkyrie back on the horizon, still plenty of story in a rematch between Liv and Stephanie, so we can see that happening. News is that Rhea Ripley is giving up her title because apparently she had extensive injuries past her being able to compete because she's been out since I think Backlash, perhaps not Backlash, but which one was it? I think it was Backlash. Yeah, but she's been out for a minute, and due to that, they're going to have a women's ladder match at SummerSlam. I don't think that was a good idea, but again, they don't pay me for that ideas. But I would think that's really and Roman and Seth Rollins with having Kat and um um Jalen Brunson. It was okay. I think everybody got to realize it's entertainment, guys. They won a NBA championship first time in like 50 years. They got to draw in the fans in order to get the attention to grow the product. So I don't see anything wrong with that. I think it was a good way to crossbreed. I think it's always good. As we do in this show, we have hip hop artists, and because you guys and ladies love music, so it's a good transition. So I think that it was a good thing to do, and we shall see what will progress throughout the week with WWE because I know they do have a live show tonight on Netflix. Tune in. I'm pretty sure I probably will. I think I'm gonna get on this elliptical here again tonight, and man, I gotta get ready to go for Saturday. So you guys and ladies here in North Carolina or anywhere nearby that you want to come and see a good wrestling match, make sure you come out, show out for your boy, show TKO some love this Saturday. It is going down, baby. Not that pose. I ain't got that one. But most importantly, if you want to buy tickets to Icon Pro Wrestling, event, it's the Icon Pro 11 Quest for Gold. It's going down on Saturday, August the 8th at Cummins High School. It's going down at 2200 North Memphis Street in Burlington, North Carolina. And make sure you get your tickets on iconpro.square.site. If you want to donate to this event, if you can't be there, please go ahead and jump on our page right there. That's iconpro.square.site. Make sure you jump on there and you can donate to the event. It is going to a good cause for the athletic department. But yeah, and I got a match this weekend, like I said, going down in Fuquay Farina on Broad Street at the Mason Draw Brewery. Ladies and gentlemen, you can call that the TKO show because your gal's junior heavyweight champion is ready to go. I'm locked in. I'm loaded. I ain't playing around. The big step of himself, excuse me, is going to show up as I always do because I'm ready to go. And I'm ready to defend, and I'm going to win, period. And if you like this and you love this show, make sure you share to everybody out there. I'm going to give a huge shout out to my knockouts and knockouts. Thank you to the 82 and 86 airlift wing of the United States Air Force. Please be safe. We love you guys. We thank you every single week for tuning in. Thank you, Walter. Thank you, Amanda. And thank you, everybody out there. If you love me and want to just follow my good old stuff, go to TKO336 on all social media platforms. And if you want to tune into my company, it's Icon Pro Wrestling LLC on all social media. Thank you so much, guys and ladies. I love you all. I'll see you next week. And still, your gal, Junior Heavyweight Champion, TKO.
What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? I got a TKO on wherever the pool is at. What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? Got 2 TVs of my own. I don't need the back.
Hold up, no, sir. That might bring me closer. Sabotage back in the lab and the stop. Hold up. Pull up the bars, I buck orders and put a heart. Word to God, my gears push to start a feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand. I got some sins and one palm on my hand. I'll switch it and bodies get on me. I demonstrate the main rule of thumb.